a.m. First Fruits. It's a chapter by chapter Bible study series, and we're on Psalms chapter 28. Lord, Yahweh, I call to you, my rock. Do not be deaf to me. If you remain silent to me, I will be like those going down to the pit. In other words, God's silence feels like dying. David is expressing fear that God may act silent or deaf towards David. David knows that God isn't deaf, but sometimes he is silent, and our timings can be completely different from God's timing is. David understands that it may be in God's will to remain silent for a trial, and he's like, oh, please don't let this be one of those times. Although silence from God may feel like RIP, it doesn't mean that God isn't there. Listen to the sound of my pleading when I cry to you for help, when I lift up my hands toward your holy sanctuary. This is a passionate prayer here. Do not drag me away with the wicked, with the evildoers who speak in friendly ways with their neighbors while malice is in their hearts. David is separating himself from those who live double lives. And this right here is telling us that wicked doers can sometimes seem nice. And David knows that the punishment for living a double life is going to be bad. He wants none of that. Spiritual blindness leads to spiritual ruin. Repay them according to what they have done, according to their evil deeds. Repay them according to the work of their hands. Give them back what they deserve, because they do not consider what the Lord has done or the work of his hands. He will tear them down and not rebuild them. Sometimes the Lord tears us down to rebuild us better, but then there are people who he tears down and flattens them out. David first pleads for himself not to be dragged away with these evildoers, and then he pleads even more passionately for justice on these same evildoers. Not vindictively, but in a demonstration of righteousness. Sometimes we just cannot stand the evil that is being done, and we are like, Lord, please fix this. He's saying, God, I do not align with these people. Blessed be the Lord, for he has heard the sound of my pleading. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore, my heart celebrates, and I will give thanks to him with my song. Do you ever notice in Psalms of intercession, oftentimes there is an abrupt, oh, he helped me. An abrupt confidence praise just pops off. A lot of times when we need intercession, God does help us pretty quickly. And then there's those sometimes where it is a slow response from God. And because of this response from God, it's saying refuels his trust in God. Sometimes those immediate responses is God just trying to build your trust in him. The Lord is the strength of his people. He is a stronghold of salvation for his anointed. Save your people, bless your possession, shepherd them, and carry them forever. This experience of the divine blessing for David, it brings such a relief and a joy that he craves it for all God's people. He wants all of us to experience the same thing. Experiences with the Holy Spirit, with God, with Jesus, makes us all crave that same thing for all others, because we realize how much our God is a cure for this earthly life. He is everything we need and want. We see trust preceding joy, and joy is born from trust. Thank you for watching this 4 a.m. I'll see you in the next 4 a.m. when we cover Psalms chapter 29.